Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and the Beautiful. Sheila's blood sends Deacon on twisted mission. Bold and the Beautiful has Deacon Sharp making bizarre moves over Sheila Carter's death, and some fans of the CBS soap find his reaction appalling. It seems Deacon forgot a few things as he takes a stand for the woman he loves as B&B rolls along this week. Deacon Sharp, scene canon, is another one gazing at the blood-soaked carpet as if it were a shrine. He hasn't soaked his hands in Sheila Carter's, Kimberlyn Brown, blood yet, as Finn did, but he becomes memorized with it just the same. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, looked as if he was ready to crawl through it. But Bold and the Beautiful fans suggest it's time to pull up the carpet and get that reminder out of the living room. Plus, the kids can't come home with the floor looking like that. Deacon got many Bold and Beautiful fans a bit peeved this week. He busted into Steffi Forrester's, Jacqueline Massin's Wood, home, accusing Steffi of setting up the killing of Sheila Carter. He suggested it was premeditated. So he managed to rile up the B&B viewers by saying this along with a few other things. It wasn't that long ago on Bold and the Beautiful when Deacon promised that Sheila would no longer be a danger to anyone. He got everyone within his circle up in arms when he moved Sheila into his place and put her to work. Back then, Deacon Sharp stood there so self-assured that Sheila Carter gave him her word, and besides he planned to be with her around the clock. She lived with him and worked side by side with him, but that didn't work out. She broke bad again with the intent of killing Steffi, but Steffi got to her first. So Bold and Beautiful fans suggest that Deacon Sharp step back and see his part in this. He was warned that Sheila wouldn't change. Before Sheila broke bad, Deacon had just postponed getting married indefinitely. Hope Logan, Annika Noel, gave him an ultimatum: the family or Sheila. While he didn't toss Sheila Carter out, he did hurt her when he put his promise of marriage on the back burner. Now with Sheila dead, he's screaming at Steffi and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., that he loved her. He offers a gleaming testimony of how hard she worked to change. The entire time he's wailing about the much-changed Sheila, he's in the house where she broke in with a mission in mind: to kill her daughter-in-law. So standing there reprimanding Steffi and Ridge about how Sheila Carter changed looked ridiculous to the Bold and the Beautiful fans. Still, Deacon Sharp runs around town spewing all his grievances over how people treated Sheila Carter. But he also let her down by pushing their wedding into oblivion, so the B&B fans' jaws drop over what seems like Deacon Sharp's newest mission. It looks like he's out to vindicate the death of Sheila Carter on the soap. In the luxurious corridors of Los Angeles, where the sun always seems to shine a little brighter and secrets dance in the shadows, the drama of the Bold and the Beautiful unfolds with the kind of intensity that keeps hearts racing and tongues wagging. And in this ever-evolving tapestry of love, betrayal, and ambition, there's one name that strikes fear into the hearts of many: Sheila Carter. Sheila was a force of nature, a woman whose allure was matched only by her insatiable thirst for power. Her presence was like a storm on the horizon, promising both destruction and salvation in equal measure. And when Sheila's blood is spilled, the ripples of chaos spread far and wide, touching the lives of those who dare to cross her path. Deacon Sharp was no stranger to danger. A ruggedly handsome man with a past as checkered as they come, Deacon had walked on the wild side more times than he cared to count. But even he knew better than to tangle with Sheila Carter. She was a viper, coiled and ready to strike at a moment's notice. Yet when news of Sheila's demise reached Deacon's ears, something stirred deep within him. It wasn't pity or remorse that drove him, but rather a twisted sense of opportunity. Sheila may have been a formidable foe in life, but in death she presented a chance for Deacon to rewrite his own narrative, to seize the power he had always craved. As he stood over Sheila's lifeless body, Deacon felt a rush of adrenaline coursing through his veins. This was his moment, his chance to claim his rightful place at the top of the food chain. But first, he needed to cover his tracks, to ensure that no one would suspect his involvement in Sheila's demise. With a calculated calmness, Deacon set about orchestrating the perfect alibi. He planted false evidence, fabricated witness statements, and wove a web of deceit so intricate that even the most seasoned detective would struggle to unravel it. And as he watched the pieces fall into place, Deacon couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction wash over him. But Sheila's blood had a way of staining everything it touched, and soon enough, Deacon found himself drawn deeper into a web of lies and manipulation. As whispers of foul play began to circulate, Deacon realized that he was not the only one with a vested interest in Sheila's demise. The Forrester family, longtime adversaries of Sheila, were quick to capitalize on her untimely demise. They saw an opportunity to rid themselves of a threat once and for all, and they were willing to do whatever it took to ensure that Sheila's secrets remained buried. Caught between his own ambitions and the machinations of the Forrester family, Deacon found himself embroiled in a deadly game of cat and mouse. Each move he made was carefully calculated, each word spoken with the precision of a seasoned politician. But as the stakes continued to rise, Deacon began to question whether he had bitten off more than he could chew. For Sheila's blood had unleashed a darkness within him, a primal urge to survive at any cost. And as the lines between right and wrong blurred, Deacon found himself teetering on the edge of madness. But in the world of the bold and the beautiful, there was no room for weakness, no place for hesitation. With a steely resolve, Deacon pushed forward, determined to see his plans through to the bitter end. But as he delved deeper into the heart of darkness, he realized that the true cost of power was far greater than he could have ever imagined. For in the end, it wasn't Sheila's blood that sent Deacon on a twisted mission, but rather the demons that lurked within his own soul. And as he stood alone in the cold light of day, Deacon knew that the price of his ambition had been paid in full. Bold and beautiful recap. Liam offers Steffi support, and Deacon says goodbye to Sheila. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Lai is shocked that Finn is troubled by Sheila's death, and Ridge is upset Finn isn't supporting his wife. At the Cliff House, Steffi watches as cleaners in hazmat suits clean the place, and she thinks about killing Sheila. One of the men asks if her husband is home as she shouldn't be alone. Steffi says her husband isn't here. She thanks them for cleaning her home, and they head out. Liam arrives having heard the news and embraces Steffi. Liam has been taking care of Kelly, and Hayes has been with Lai. Steffi is glad the kids weren't here when everything happened. Liam tells her that she needs to focus on getting past this and moving on. Steffi says her mom told her the same thing, and it's so strange being here where it happened. Steffi says there has been so much pain and heartache because of Sheila, and she thought it would never end. Liam says it's over now, and never doubt that she did the right thing. Steffi knows she did the right thing, but she took a life, and that's not who she is. Liam says they were all in danger because of Sheila, but because of her none of them have to worry about her again. Liam thinks he should be going as Finn will be home soon, and then he sees a look on Steffi's face. She admits she doesn't know when her husband is coming home as Finn is struggling with Sheila's death. Liam mocks Finn and says he should be focused on her and the kids, not his birth mother. Steffi says this whole situation is disturbing, and she had no choice but to protect herself. Liam says she did what she did to survive, and everyone understands Sheila was a horrible human being except apparently for Finn. Liam tells Steffi that he's here for her, and his love and support is free. She thanks him for listening to her and puts her head on his shoulder. Finn is in his office and thinks about Steffi telling him she killed Sheila. Lai arrives and can't believe Sheila is dead. Lai admits she is concerned for him and Steffi. She hates what happened, but she's not sorry Sheila is dead. Finn says to let it go, but Lai reminds him that Sheila went after Steffi again, and Sheila got what she deserved. Lai says it's almost fitting that Sheila died at Steffi's hands, giving Sheila shot him and Steffi, and left them for dead. Finn tells his mother to stop, that Sheila was a human being and is dead, his birth mother is dead. Lai asks what is going on with him, and if he's acting like this with her, then what is Steffi thinking? Lai tells him that Steffi is his wife and needs him now more than ever. At the Forrester mansion, Eric, Ridge and Donna discuss Sheila's death and what Steffi went through. Eric can't believe Sheila is finally out of their lives, and Donna asks if there is anything they can do for Steffi. Ridge reveals Finn is distraught over Sheila's death and isn't being supportive of Steffi. Eric and Donna can't believe Finn isn't with Steffi. Ridge says he's unable to come to terms with the fact that Steffi killed Sheila.